Hello and welcome to another of my videos back on the channel. Now today we are looking at the PvZ fan game again, so I have been doing quite a lot of stuff in it since the last one. It has changed a lot, so I will be showing all the changes. I always look forward to showing the changes because it's nice to just kind of share what you're doing with the world. But yeah, so I'll load up the project and I'll see when it's loaded. Alright, so here you can see it has loaded up. No visual changes on the main menu. The shop is still empty. The characters are still empty. The quit button's still the same thing. When you go into here, it's pretty much the same thing, but it's when you go into the custom section, that's when things begin to change. So yeah, there's nothing really that changed at all here. A glitch that I've noticed is that when you go to a different page, look at the blimp in the cloud. They reset every single time you go to a different page, which is a slight problem, but I don't know what I can do about that, but I'll see if I can do something. But yeah, so there's quite a lot of changes. There's quite a lot of like major ones or internal ones in this one, which kind of set up the core of the game. Before, you couldn't win, you could lose, but you know, nothing really happened. So now you can actually win, you can actually lose. There are actual custom settings. There's a lot more. We'll dive into it straight away. So when you press custom, before it would take you to just an empty screen, but that changes straight away. So you press here and you're in the character selection area. You can go back here, and yeah, you can do that all you want. But then here is where all the characters will be. So here is Swayshroom, the only character in the game, but you can see there's plenty of space for tons of characters. And this screen, my plan is for this screen to be eventually filled up. And on this side here, when you click on a character, I want it to show a description of them, because yeah, when you click on a character, the start button appears. I can't speak today. Well, yeah, when you click on a character, the start button appears, because like if you haven't clicked on a character, you know, why would it appear? Because you're not ready to start, so you know that makes sense. But yeah, so he's a poison type, Swayshroom. You can see there's a little symbol at the top. There'll be a little symbol for each one, and each one will be effective and weak against a type of zombie. For example, Swayshroom, I'm going to make weak against medical zombies. So yeah, we'll talk more about that later. So you press this, it gets a little yellow outline, and then the start button appears. That's meant to say next. I haven't changed it yet, but that's meant to say next. That's just kind of a placeholder for now. But we go here, and this screen. So this screen has changed a lot. Before it was just an empty board, but now we're here. So you can see there are actually some custom settings now. You can change how long you want the game to last. You can either have it 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, endless. The default is 5 minutes, and you can also have the difficulty being easy, normal, or hard, and the default is normal. We've got a back button here to take you back to here, and then we've also got the start button, which will actually start the game. Now we also have the zombie screen. Again, I plan for this to be filled up with zombies at one point. Now this is where you select what one. So if I only want to fight against the basic zombie, boom, I press it, and then I'll go start. But if I wanted to fight against both, you know, I'll press both and they both highlight. And then if I want to go back, I just press reset and it goes back. So you can also see their health. Tin zombie has 5 health, basic zombie has 2 health. Just to kind of add a bit more kind of information on the UI. It's not just a empty kind of card with a zombie in the middle. Yeah, so you can see there's the tin zombie and the basic zombie. You can kind of, I mean, it's quite customizable at the moment. There is space for other customization options, which I am going to add. There's going to be one where you can change the amount of health you have, one which changes the speed at which the zombies move. There'll be quite a lot of customization settings which you can mess around with. So endless, obviously you can't win in endless. You inevitably will lose. So yeah, that's always fun. 7 minutes lasts the longest, obviously, and you know, yeah, you can customize it a bit. They're not too noticeable changes, but you know, you can do what you want. So for now, I'll just kind of go 7 minutes on normal, and I'll include them both just to kind of showing purposes. So if I press start, we begin. Now, another difference you can see is on the side we have 2 little icons. Now these are the abilities. So, these don't actually have names yet. This one, internally, is called Sway Gas, I'm pretty sure. And this one is called Sway Fungus, because it's a Swayshroom, you know, they're the abilities of Swayshroom, so that's why they're called that. And when you actually hit a zombie, you don't see it, but what happens actually in the code is you gain some charge. And when you gain a certain amount of charge, you will be able to use your ultimate, which will appear at the top. Like a little screen will appear saying that your ultimate is ready. So at the moment, I've made it so you only need 25 charge before you can use your ultimate, but that will change. It's just kind of for like testing purposes at the moment. But yeah, different types of zombies give you different amounts of charge. For example, the tin zombie, every time you hit it, gives you 2 charge, And the basic zombie, every time you hit it, just gives you 1 charge. So basically, the harder the zombie is to kill, the more charge it gives. And as you can see, it says ultimate ready, and you can see an icon of kind of giving a clue as to what the ultimate is. Now, there's also a victory screen and a defeat screen. Before, there wasn't one. You just kind of lose or win, and then, well, you wouldn't win, you just lose, and then you go straight back to the main screen. Now, there is like a separate screen which will take you to. At the moment, it's kind of useless, but I want to put like the amount of coins you gained for that level, anything else you might have gained for that level as well. So the abilities, oh god, it is lagging a bit right now. Oh my god. But yeah, so the abilities, the left one is pretty much your standard one. It will create like a gas cloud, and it will launch into the air, destroying anything in its path. And then the right one, the fungus, kind of creates this little spore thing that pops up, and if a zombie touches it, it will slow down. So like I said, some zombies won't be affected by these abilities. They will just kind of, because they'll be like strong against that plant type, because this is a poison type. So, you know, some zombies will be strong against poison and won't necessarily be affected by their abilities. Okay, so I'll actually show off their abilities now. So when you use each ability, you won't be able to use it for 30 seconds. That's the cooldown for both of them at the moment. For this right one, I'm thinking about changing it because that is quite overpowered when you look at it. Because the spores which you plant using this ability, they last for 40 seconds, I'm pretty sure. So you can pretty much have more than one spore on the screen at the same time. But I'll use this one. So if I press 1, this gas will appear and it will kind of go up and basically destroy any zombie in its path. And as you can see, the UI has changed to this kind of cross showing that you can't use it. And if I press 2, this thing appears. It's kind of, the animation isn't amazing. I'm probably going to shrink it so that the animation's less visible. But as you can see, when the zombie got hit by it, they turn purple and they slow down like quite a lot. I don't want to slow them down too much, but they slow down quite a lot. Another thing I fixed is that the zombies will no longer overlap each other. Before they could overlap, but now they can't. So that is a good thing. And you can kind of combine the abilities to like slow them down and then kill them with the gas. So you know, you can be quite tactical about it. And as you can see, I can have more than one spore at the same time. And they do go to random positions. There's no kind of way to predict where they go. So I guess that kind of balances things out a bit. And the ultimate, I'll see if I can get enough charge to get the ultimate. But yeah, so it's going well at the moment, as you can see. There's been a few struggles trying to get like some of the abilities to work, but in the end it's all been possible. Alright, so we got the ultimate here. So the ultimate button is 3. When I press the ultimate, these 3 will come and they'll basically just clear up the entire screen. I don't know why I found that so funny, but they just kind of sweep across the whole screen and then, you know, you do. So yeah, that's pretty much everything added. I haven't shown you the victory or defeat screen yet. I'll see if I can actually win this match maybe, so that you can see the victory one. But that's pretty much it. There's like things I might change and nerf and stuff, just kind of, especially this ability, it is quite powerful, especially because it only like, you can use it every 30 seconds pretty much, so you can basically constantly be slowing down an area of zombies. So yeah, that is pretty much everything. So I'll cut ahead to when I have won. Well, hopefully have won. Okay, so I actually lost. I didn't win, but I'll show you the victory screen and the defeat screen. As you can see, they're here on 2 separate tabs. So the victory screen looks like this. As you can see, there's a continue button here. So when you get here, you press this continue button and it will just bring you back to the main menu. There's nothing too special about it. They're both pretty much temporary. You know, they're not too detailed or anything. You know, this one's just kind of green, and this one is kind of like just a bit of a purple. You know, just kind of there to just let you know you've either won or or you've lost, and just kind of for you to go back to the main menu. So there's nothing too special about that. But that is pretty much everything. As you can see, here is the custom screen. There's a lot of behind the scenes things. As you can see, here is the level which you play. There's a lot of these like little things around the side which are actually very important, and without these the game wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm not going to go too in depth about the whole behind the scenes. I might make that into something separate. But that is pretty much it for the whole video. So yeah, it would be nice to see your suggestions and feedback in the comments below. I am open for anything. Constructive criticism, you know, all that. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!